really lucky to have with us at the moment Gabriel Babsi, director of Motherland. This is a wonderful Zoom call, which you can join, and welcome.
Hello.
Yes. Right.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, where are we speaking to you from today?
Sorry again?
Where are we speaking to you from, or where are you speaking to us from today?
Yeah, I'm in Athens.
Okay, all right, it looks, yeah.
Athens, Greece.
All right, it looks a little more toasty than we have it here today, as usual. Yeah. So
just came back to Athens, where I'm living.
Oh, okay. And how's it? So it's there are corners of the city and of Greece that and of Macedonia and the Serbian border that you're now much more familiar with than I think you ever expected a few years ago. Isn't that?
I have a few problems of connection. Can you repeat it again? Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just saying. So in your film, we follow somebody who I guess would be described as a coyote, if he were on the Mexican border, for example, of the U.S., guiding people through these very dangerous nighttime passages through all kinds of hazards on their quest to for a better life in Europe. How did this all start?
Yeah. So I will start from the beginning. I was living in Paris at the time, and I moved to Greece because I wanted to. I had some ideas on doing a documentary on the economical crisis that was at its peak at the time in Greece. Then I didn't do anything. I was about the economic crisis, and I was just living in Greece, absorbing the mood of the country. And then I was invited. I was just accompanying a friend of mine, and we were in where all the migrants are waiting to declare their presence in Greece in order to apply for the papers. And at the time when I get there, the first impression was my personal image of hell. Hundreds of people were gathering there for weeks in tents just to get the first signature in order to hope to dream with to get papers. And Hervé, the guy, the protagonist of the movie, was there, was among them. And as I was speaking French with this friend of mine, we started to speak to each other because he's coming from Côte d'Ivoire, so he's a French speaker. And it was very easy. I mean, I just realized that he was somehow a bit different from other people. He was staring at me without saying a word, but at the end he just told me, if you want to know the whole truth, just follow me. And I did follow him for 5 years. Right.
Yeah, that's incredible invitation, really, that from someone who's doing something so dangerous, so illegal. At times, I think he's even annoyed that that a filmmaker is slowing down his progress. He's very fast across those rocks in the middle of the night.
Yeah. It's still a mystery for me why he accepted so straightforwardly, so openly. Obviously, the process was not so fast because we became friends at the beginning. So I think it's like, I mean, what it happens in our common life, in our everyday life. You just have to establish a contact, trust, you have to show that you are genuinely interested in
Sure.
the story.
Yeah.
And then again, I mean, I want really to highlight that we became friends before the real starts of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why he let me share a part of his life,
Mm-hmm.
and an uncommon part of his
Mm-hmm.
life, a dangerous part of his life.
Yeah.
It's still a mystery. I have some answers
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah, Hervé's life and his occupation had to be very, very deliberately kept in secret. So yes, for him to share this with you and even invite you along shows an amazing level of trust that you managed to establish.
Thank you. Yeah.
We can see a clip, a little taste of the film to invite you to watch now for a moment, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit afterwards. Is that ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Hervé, ralentis un peu, j'en peux plus là.
C'est vrai que tu fais un documentaire, c'est intéressant pour tout le monde, mais j'ai pas envie de me faire prendre par la police une seconde fois ici. Tu veux me suivre, tu suis mon rythme. Je revenais, la police m'a attrapé avec un groupe de...
Et comment tu vas réagir s'il te pointe une arme? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Yeah, that's wow. That's chilling material. That's and you yourself were I suppose at risk of getting arrested or worse in the process of making the film.
Again, sorry?
You yourself encountered quite a few risks. You could have been arrested right alongside him at any
Yeah.
point during these journeys.
Okay. While I was in the process of filming,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that as a hero because I was feeling a hero, but maybe it was out of, I was being naive probably, but I never thought about being arrested or having problems. I started filming him as, let's say, a normal, the life of an immigrant, and then he decided to, he had this opportunity to become what he became.
Mm-hmm.
So smuggling other migrants.
Right.
So let's say that I and we had the time to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fascinated and I had to know what was happening with migrants, because we tend to see them like, I would say, ghosts. We see these people, we can imagine their past, their sufferings, their issues, but we really we don't really understand deeply what is happening.
Yeah.
That was my main goal.
Yeah.
And I totally try at least to dive without any, how can I say, I really jumped into the situation with my blood, my flesh, and without really thinking about consequences. I was in a time where I needed to feel those situations.
Yeah.
So obviously now I can say, yeah, I mean, I risked to be aggressed, beaten by the police, by other immigrants, because still, I mean, I'm white, I'm European, I have paper, I have money, or at least more than them. But at the time, I was in the flow. I just needed to be there.
Yeah, yeah. It's an all-consuming thing when you have a story like this. It just envelops you, doesn't it? And you just have to go with it sometimes. Yeah.
Exactly.
As your
But that's why actually. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No. Go ahead, please.
No, I was saying that's why I was always alone, because I knew somehow the risks, so I didn't want to involve anyone else.
Yeah.
I was by myself with my camera and with no other equipment than my camera and then myself.
Right. What was the most surprising thing for you to learn about the people who are taking this incredible journey?
We can speak for days, for weeks about it.
Yeah.
One of them, there are several things that it was very interesting to understand. For example, when we started this long trip, so I followed them, all the scenes that you see in the movie were different trips, but especially one of them, it took me 3 weeks, a little bit more than 2 weeks from Thessaloniki, so in the north of Greece, up until the border with Serbia, between Macedonia and Serbia. So it was more than 180 kilometers by foot, of course, walking.
Wow.
And crossing borders illegally. And there were dramatic things. People fainting from because they were hungry. They were
exhaustion, exposure.
Sick. Sick, exhausted, exactly.
Yeah.
But they were saying no one was really complaining, because that was the most difficult part for me to understand. And then because I was exhausted too, I was feeling sick, I was afraid, I was freaking out sometimes. And they were using the word adventure. We are on an adventure. They were not saying, they were not using the word trip or illegal journey or whatever word. They were using adventure. And I realized that I didn't have the same level of desperation, despair. And the only thing I could do was to be silent somehow and listen to them, and not imposing myself nor the camera. That's why I decided to be completely with them for these 3 weeks.
Right.
I lived with them, and and I follow them without really asking questions,
Right.
because I wanted to establish this silent trust
Right.
between me and them.
Right.
And was full of little
Right.
stories and
Yeah. Well, some of them must have been very curious about who the hell you were.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I was very honest from the
Right.
very beginning.
Right.
I'm not belonging to you in a way that I'm not doing this trip
Right.
because I'm in a dangerous situation.
Right.
But if you allow me to be with you, I'm honestly interested
Okay.
in what is happening.
Yeah.
And I was obviously, let's say that half of the people you see in the movie that were at the time my friends already, because you don't have to imagine that they are coming to Athens and immediately after they start the trip, all the procedure, the process to escape from Greece is painful and long.
Yeah, sure.
It takes years maybe
Okay.
to collect money, to collect the time and the right. You have to find the right smuggler, for example.
That's right.
Because some of them they just want to steal your money.
Yeah, sure.
And so it's a long process.
Yeah.
And living with them in the same area and hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Before the different trips and the long one that lasted almost 3 weeks, half of them became my friends. So I was one of them. I was the white guy.
Right.
For some reason.
The crazy white guy with the camera. Right. Well, it's
exactly. I was the white guy with the camera.
All right. Well, it's an incredible discovery, and thank you for making that hard trip and for bringing it to us.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. I look forward to. I encourage everyone to see the film. It's on Motherland. Thanks again.